In this world, every transaction, every agreement, and every process becomes transparent, secure, and decentralized. That's the power of blockchain. Now that might sound like a mouthful, so let's break it down. At its core, blockchain is a type of digital ledger, but unlike your standard ledger, this one is decentralized, spread out across a network of computers worldwide. As transactions occur, they're recorded in a way that's both systematic and chronological, creating a chain of blocks, hence the name blockchain. Now you might wonder, why go through all this trouble? Well, the answer lies in the unique features of blockchain technology. The first of these is transparency. Because the information is decentralized, anyone on the network can view the details of transactions. This doesn't mean everyone will know what you bought at the grocery store last Tuesday, but the details of the transaction, like the time and the amount, are open for all to see. The second feature is security. Once a transaction has been recorded on the blockchain, it's incredibly difficult to change or remove it. This immutability makes blockchain a trustworthy place to store information, free from the threat of tampering. And finally, there's decentralization. Unlike traditional systems where a single entity, like a bank or a government, has control, in a blockchain, control is distributed among all the users. There's no central authority, making it a democratic system of sorts. So, in essence, blockchain is a revolutionary technology that promises to change the way we conduct transactions. It offers a level of transparency, security, and decentralization that's simply unprecedented in our current systems. It's like having a public ledger where everyone can agree on what's written, and once it's written, it stays there, unchangeable and secure. Now that we've got an idea about what blockchain is, let's delve deeper into how it actually works. How does blockchain create this transparent, secure, and decentralized world? It's all about blocks and chains. Imagine a ledger, a record of transactions, if you will. Now think of a blockchain as a digital version of this ledger. But instead of being stored in one centralized location, it's spread across numerous computers worldwide, known as nodes. Each transaction that takes place forms a block. This block contains information such as the date, time, and participants involved in the transaction, as well as a unique identifier known as a hash. The hash is a bit like a fingerprint. It's unique to every block. But the magic doesn't stop there. Each block also contains the hash of the previous block, linking them together in a chain, hence the term blockchain. This chain of blocks forms a complete, unbroken history of all transactions in the network, from the very first to the most recent. And here's where it gets interesting. For a new block to be added to the chain, it must be validated. This is where miners come in. Miners are nodes in the network that solve complex mathematical problems to validate transactions. Once the problem is solved and the transaction is deemed valid, the block is added to the chain. This process is known as mining. But what happens if someone tries to tamper with a block? Well, since each block contains the hash of the previous one, altering any block would change its hash. This would break the link with the following block, and since the network constantly checks and verifies the chain, the tampered block would be recognized as invalid. This interconnectivity of blocks, along with the constant validation by the network, makes blockchain incredibly secure and virtually tamper-proof. Now you might be wondering, what makes blockchain so secure? Let's tackle that next. In a world where data breaches are common, blockchain stands out with its superior security. But how? Let's break it down. The security prowess of blockchain hinges on three key features: cryptography, decentralization, and consensus. First, let's talk about cryptography. This isn't your ordinary secret language from a childhood spy game. Nope, it's an advanced mathematical algorithm that encodes user data into unreadable gibberish. This gibberish, also known as a cryptographic hash, is unique to each data block in the blockchain. If anyone tries to tamper with the data, the hash changes, alerting the network to the attempted breach. Next up is decentralization. Imagine if a bank's data was stored in one place. Hackers would have a field day, right? Well, blockchain avoids this by distributing its data across a network of computers, known as nodes. Each node has a complete copy of the blockchain. This means that even if one node is compromised, the rest of the network remains intact, and the data remains secure. Pretty clever, right? Now let's talk consensus. In a blockchain network, before a new block is added, the majority of nodes must agree on its validity. This process is called consensus. It's like a democratic voting system, where each node gets a say. This consensus mechanism makes it virtually impossible for a single entity to add fraudulent data to the blockchain. But that's not all. There's another aspect of blockchain security that's worth mentioning: immutability. Once data is added to the blockchain, it can't be changed or removed. It's set in stone, or in this case, in blocks. This immutability feature further enhances the security of the blockchain, making it a veritable fortress against data breaches. With security covered, what about the practical applications of blockchain? There's more to it than just cryptocurrencies. And that, my friends, is a story for another scene. Stay tuned. When you hear blockchain, you probably think Bitcoin. But blockchain's potential stretches far beyond cryptocurrencies. Indeed, this revolutionary technology is not just about digital currencies. It's about establishing trust and transparency in an increasingly digital world. Let's explore how. First, in the financial sector, blockchain could transform everything from how money transfers around the globe to how we verify transactions, eliminating the need for intermediaries like banks. Imagine a world where you could send money across borders in minutes, not days, with minimal fees. Then there's supply chain management. Blockchain can provide a secure and transparent way to track the movement of goods, adding a new layer of accountability to the global supply chains. Picture a scenario where you could trace the journey of an apple from the farm to your plate, verifying its origin and ensuring it's not contaminated. In healthcare, blockchain could revolutionize data sharing between healthcare providers, resulting in better, more efficient patient care. Imagine having your medical history at your fingertips, accessible to any doctor, anywhere, without the worry of privacy breaches. There's also the potential for blockchain in the public sector. It could be used for everything from voting systems to public records. Think about casting your vote online, with the assurance that it's secure and cannot be tampered with. And let's not forget about the potential for blockchain in the world of digital identities. With blockchain, you could have a single, immutable identity that you control, preventing identity theft and fraud. Let's look at some real-world examples. De Beers, the diamond giant, is using blockchain to track stones from the point they are mined right up to the point of sale. IBM, on the other hand, has launched a blockchain-based supply chain service. In Estonia, they're using blockchain to secure health records, while in Sierra Leone, they've used it for secure and transparent voting. As you can see, blockchain has the potential to revolutionize numerous sectors. But what does its future hold? The future is digital, and blockchain is a big part of that future. But what does that look like? As we stand at the precipice of a new era, it's time to gaze into the horizon and see what the future of blockchain holds. One of the most noteworthy emerging trends in blockchain is the rise of decentralized finance, often referred to as DeFi. This innovation takes the power away from traditional centralized financial systems and gives it back to the people. Imagine a world where you are your own bank, and transactions are transparent, secure, and efficient. It's not a pipe dream. It's the future shaped by blockchain. Another trend that's causing ripples is the integration of artificial intelligence with blockchain. On their own, AI and blockchain are transformative technologies, but together, they can make our world smarter and more secure. Imagine smart contracts that learn and adapt, or AI systems that can't be tampered with because they're on a blockchain. The possibilities are mind-boggling, and they're just around the corner. But as with any technology, blockchain isn't without its potential challenges. Scalability, energy consumption, and regulatory hurdles may pose significant roadblocks. But remember, every revolutionary technology in history has faced obstacles. What matters is how we navigate these challenges. And that's where you come in. The future of blockchain isn't just in the hands of developers and tech giants. It's in the hands of everyone who uses it. It's in your hands. By understanding and embracing blockchain, you can play a part in shaping a future that's transparent, secure, and decentralized. The world is on the brink of a technological revolution, and blockchain stands at its forefront. It's a tool that has the potential to redefine industries, from finance to healthcare, from supply chains to voting systems. The applications are vast, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface. Blockchain, with its potential and challenges, truly represents a revolutionary technology that can redefine the way we live and work. So are you ready to be a part of this future?